He ripped his way into the world before he was even born. Ignoring the queen's agonized screams, he tore out of her abdomen. He showed no regard for the mother who had carried him even as she writhed in pain and lost consciousness. When others attempted to aid the dying queen, he slaughtered them without hesitation. Then, without a trace of remorse, he proclaimed himself the sovereign ruler of the nest. But his cruelty did not end there. He devoured the bodies of the ants he had killed, only to discard them like garbage when he found their flavor unsatisfactory. Though the colony seethed with silent anger, no one dared oppose him. Hoping to please their king, the 3 royal guards led him to their stockpile of premium provisions. Upon learning the food was stored on the roof, the king, unwilling to take the long way, smashed straight through the nest walls, destroying in seconds what had taken worker ants over 2 years to build. Using his powerful tail, he propelled himself onto the rooftop and gazed down upon the land he intended to conquer. Yet even the carefully prepared offerings of Nefertiti failed to satisfy him. The food, he declared, was nothing like the exquisite nourishment he had tasted within the queen's womb. Nefertiti understood at once the king was craving humans, and so the hunt began. Almost immediately, the king targeted a farming couple working in the fields. He descended like a missile. Mistaking him for an angel, the farmers stared in awe until he killed them without mercy. Still, their flesh disappointed him. Nefertiti proposed that perhaps human children would match the quality he remembered. A 3-year-old was brought to him. Still, the king was unsatisfied. By then, the chimera ant queen had bled to death. Overcome with fury and grief, her loyal guard cult defected to the humans and delivered a warning to the Hunter Association. The king had been born. Chairman Netero, thrilled at the prospect of a worthy opponent after decades of solitude, cut his hair, clad himself in long and used battle gear, and demonstrated his nin abilities before Colt. He demanded to know how he would fare against the Ant King. Colt's reply was grim. Netero only smiled. He had never faced a creature of such power, but he trusted that 80 years of combat experience would be enough to destroy this newborn ruler. The king continued his search for the perfect meal. His next target was a heavily fortified castle. As they entered, non-empowered soldiers emerged from behind pillars and shadows. The king slaughtered them all with ease. Yes, this is the taste. As he consumed the 9 users, his power multiplied explosively. Nefertiti finally understood the terrifying truth. The king could absorb the strength of those he devoured. There was no limit to his potential.